It's just after 11 PM and security guard Raul is working a night shift alone in a football stadium. Despite everyone else having gone home, Raul swears he keeps hearing something. A thorough search reveals that the stadium is just as empty as it's supposed to be, and Raul chalks it up to hearing things that aren't really there. But then it happens again. So in an attempt to document it to prove he's not going crazy, Raul grabs his phone and goes to investigate.
Bueno, ya son como las 11 de la noche y la tercera vez que estoy escuchando este ruido de mierda. No sé qué está pasando, pero lo quiero grabar ahora para que después me crea la gente, porque esto nunca me pasó y nada, lo quería grabar, qué sé yo, estoy podrido, la concha de la lora. Tengo mi linterna para que viera la tele. Dios, puta que te parió, la puta que te parió. Concha de la lora, la concha de la lora. Pero ¿cómo mierda puede ser que no haya nada hoy? Ya es la tercera vez que entro y no hay nada. Dios, me quiero ir. Quiero ir.
Inside the stadium's changing room, a mysterious shadow can be seen moving along the wall. It almost looks like the shadow of a person running past, but Raul says he was the only one in the room. So what is it? Well, Raul and his viewers believe that he caught exactly what he says he did, a quote, phantasma, which translated from Spanish to English means ghost. But what's your verdict on this clip? Drop a comment below and let me know. If you're a fan of scary videos, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any future uploads. Leo Riff, a boy from Indonesia, uploaded the following creepy video to his social media account, and viewers around the world have been left creeped out. While walking home late one night after visiting a local convenience store, Leo Riff decides to take a shortcut down a dimly lit road, a road which is known to be haunted by an evil spirit. After walking for some time down this road, Leo Riff spots something in the distance. Nervous and creeped out, he pulls out his phone and hits record.
Oke guys, gue baru dari Indomaret dan gue abis belanja di Indomaret dan sekarang waktu mau balik ke kos, dan di ujung itu kayak ada orang atau apa gue nggak tahu ya guys, dan ini cuma jalan satu-satunya untuk ke kos gue gitu. Oke, kita deketin aja ya, oke, pelan-pelan. Gue nggak tahu ini orang atau enggak ya. Gue gak tahu apa anjir. Kok ngilang anjir? Kemana tuh orang? Anjir bangsat, hilang guys.
A mysterious female figure can be seen standing motionless up ahead, and Leo Riff becomes spooked. With no option but to continue down this road, he cautiously makes his way past whoever this is, before eventually becoming so frightened he begins to run. However, when he turns around, the mysterious female figure has vanished without a trace. Viewers have been left creeped out by this clip uploaded by Leo Riff, with some saying that this is a supernatural being, likely the ghost said to haunt this particular street. However, Leo Riff points out that it may be a person due to the fact it's got a clear shadow, and many agree that it might be. But the question still remains, who or what is this? Is it a ghost or a person? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Japanese ghost hunting channel Amagatoki Film uploaded these next creepy clips after conducting a paranormal investigation in a housing complex located somewhere in Japan. The housing complex was the location of a recent tragedy wherein a man's body was discovered inside one of the apartments with a video camera lying next to him. According to his neighbours, there have been sightings of a mysterious ghostly figure wandering around the complex. This led them to think that the man who had passed away with a camera next to him may have been trying to capture proof that his home was haunted. Hiro decides to conduct a solo investigation of the housing unit, and not long into his exploration, he begins to feel a strange sense of dread, almost like something is there in the apartment with him, but there's no one there. While looking around one of the bedrooms, Hiro puts down the camera to take a closer look at something. Meanwhile, his camera continues to record and captures something very creepy. Watch closely. Did you see it? What looks like a figure of someone or something can be seen peering in through an open door, staring right at Hiro, who has no idea that he's being watched. Hiro continues his paranormal investigation and soon starts to hear strange noises echoing through the apartment. It's at this point that he decides to check out the footage from the video camera that the man's body had been found with. Expecting not to find much, Hiro becomes shocked when he discovers hours worth of footage that the man had captured shortly before passing away. tapes, the camera captured what seems to be a figure as well as a creepy face staring up from the floor. Imagatoki Films viewers believe that whoever this is seen lurking in the doorway, and these creepy captures on the man's camera are evidence that this place is haunted. But what's your verdict? Ghosts caught on camera? Share your thoughts below. This next creepy clip comes from the popular Japanese ghost channel Fourth Wall. The footage you're about to see was posted to the internet by an anonymous man who allegedly found 2 cameras while exploring an abandoned building. The spot looks like it's been abandoned for a long time, with rubbish all over the floor, smashed windows and graffitied walls. But one thing the man did not expect to find was 2 working cameras still set up, as if their owner had just left them behind. Curious, the man decided to check the memory cards from the 2 cameras, and what he found was truly spine-chilling. Did you spot it? As the man makes his way through the abandoned building, he senses something behind him, but when he turns around, all seems fine. However, something catches his attention, and as he spins around again, someone or something can be seen moving towards him from out of the darkness. The camera falls to the ground, but we don't see or hear anything else. We don't even know if the camera's owner ran away or what happened after they saw that strange, eerie figure. The man who found the cameras can't explain what he saw in the footage, nor what happened to the person who inadvertently filmed this terrifying encounter. When he posted the video to the internet, he asked, "Where on earth are the owners of the cameras?" And to this day, no one has any idea what happened to him or why he left his cameras behind in this creepy abandoned building. People have speculated over the years that whoever or whatever this is seen in the video is likely the cause of the explorer's disappearance. But what do you think happened here? Did this explorer encounter something evil? Comment below with your thoughts. This next mysterious clip was uploaded by Stanley from South America. In the clip, Stanley attends a truck rally and decides to record some of the vehicles that are driving past. But what he captures leaves him and his viewers lost for words. As 2 trucks roll past, a figure mysteriously appears out of nowhere. Many of Stanley's viewers point out that it would be impossible for anyone to be squeezing between the 2 trucks, and some suggest that perhaps something supernatural is responsible for this mysterious manifesting figure. But what do you think is going on here? And just where did whoever this is come from? Let me know down below. 30 years ago, John Huckert and John Makowski moved into a century-old house in the hills of California, but soon after settling in, creepy things started happening, eventually leading to the couple to believe that their new home was haunted by some kind of evil entity. At first, it was a bathroom door that kept opening and closing on its own. Huckert, an amateur photographer, owned a Polaroid camera at the time and started snapping pictures of the door whenever it opened.
So I shut the door again, and then when it started opening again, That's when I snapped it, and that's the picture with the scary face on it. First I thought it had to be a joke because it looks so much like the stereotypical, ooh, scary ghost.
But the story only gets stranger from there, with many more unexplainable things taking place inside the couple's home. Huckert even claims to have seen what he calls, quote, shadow people. A while later, Huckert and Makowski decided to invite some friends over for a seance. Right after Huckert asked, "Are you here?" someone snapped a photograph, and although nothing out of the ordinary seemed to happen at first, it was as the Polaroid developed that Huckert got his answer. A strange mist appeared in the photograph, which seemed to spell out the word yes.
The first question that we asked is, are you here?
This is the photo they say they took. At first they thought it was another odd cloud, but then, upon a closer look, they claimed they saw the letters Y, E, S.
That just changed everything. It's one thing to get like weird light patterns and stuff like that. It's another to get like communication.
But this wasn't the only cryptic message they would receive. For the next 20 years, they would find thousands of them hidden inside Polaroids. In this clip from 1992, John H. describes the entire process, from loading up the film, asking the question, and getting the response.
We load it in.
Opening the film,
Okay, right. Did you die in this house?
asking the question.
Only this time, the answer comes not in English, but in Latin.
It looks like it says corpus delicti.
Sounds like we need to get out the Latin dictionary.
Corpus delicti.
Corpus delicti, literal translation, the body of the crime. For John H. and John M., the mystery deepened, and in every homeowner's nightmare, they began to fear that one day they would find the victim of a terrible crime buried on their property. Amidst accusations that they were faking the photographs of the ghostly messages, they invited a group of paranormal investigators, filmmakers, and even scientists to come and take pictures in the house with their own cameras. All of the photographs taken that night contained something that even the most hardened skeptic struggles to find an explanation for. Two separate people even captured photographs that spelled out the message, "Dig here," seeming to confirm the two Johns' fears that there might be something buried beneath the house. And that's not all. In addition to the messages in the photographs, over the years, the couple had also claimed to see what they refer to as, quote, shadow people around the property.
Something that I've seen a lot, and a few other people have seen, are these shadow people, I guess is what you call them, because they're like shadows, but they're in the middle of the room.
At the end of the night, everyone who had been invited to the gathering at John H. and John M.'s home posed for a group photo, but when they checked the developed photograph, there was someone or something standing in amongst them, something that no one could explain.
And amongst our group is another figure, but it's not a person, it's the shadow of a person, but there was nobody there.
The shadowy figure can be seen standing right next to John H., and even the most skeptical of the guests present that night had no idea how to explain what they were seeing. Whether it's real or not, the two Johns have been living with it for almost 30 years and remain convinced that only something paranormal can explain the creepy things that have been happening to them. But what do you think? Is the home of John Huckert and John Makowski really as haunted as they say it is? Or is it all a big hoax? One that's been going on for more than 20 years and involves multiple unrelated witnesses? You tell me. Ramona is a streamer from Argentina who records vlogs and gaming videos for her YouTube channel. One evening, she was live streaming herself chatting with strangers on Omegle, a website that allows you to connect with random people anywhere in the world. She was having a good time and didn't notice until much later that her webcam had captured something creepy behind her. Watch closely. If we zoom into the mirror behind Pheromona, a black shape appears on the bed. Now, we can clearly see a black bag on the bed behind her, but for some reason, in the reflection of the mirror, it looks as if the black shape is standing there instead. Pheromona didn't notice anything out of the ordinary until she uploaded the stream to YouTube, and several eagle-eyed viewers pointed out the mysterious black shape. And Pheromona has no idea just what this is or why it appears to be standing on her bed. But do you know what this is? Comment with your thoughts. The Filipino YouTube channel Diva's Vlog shared this next creepy clip after the CCTV camera in an internet cafe captured something frightening.
Hindi naman eh. Kala ko nga si Bulag, nandito si Bulag eh. Eh, nandun naman sa kusina si Bulag, hindi naman siya yun eh.
Everything seems normal until all of a sudden things begin to move all on their own. Now, nothing paranormal has ever happened in this cafe before, so the woman has no idea what's going on. She steps outside to call her boyfriend, telling him about the unexplainable things that she's just witnessed, but he doesn't take her seriously. Still, she can't shake the sense that something is very wrong in that cafe and decides to pack up and finish working on the documents somewhere else. She's just about to leave when something is violently thrown off one of the desks, scaring her so badly that she screams and gets out of there as quickly as she can. But what exactly is causing these things to move mysteriously all on their own? Share your thoughts below. Situated in the countryside surrounding Mexico, this hotel regularly experiences strange and unexplained events, leading some of its employees to wonder if it is haunted by several ghosts. Cleaning staff report entering unoccupied rooms and finding them ransacked, even though no guests had been inside since the last time they were cleaned. At first, they thought someone must have broken in, but nothing was ever taken. These incidents occurred repeatedly. Then, one day in April, things were about to get a whole lot creepier. A cleaner at the hotel was chatting with a co-worker who swore she had seen someone inside one of the empty rooms. The cleaner knew that guests had been staying in the room, but that they'd left that very morning. So, she decided to go check it out, hitting record on her phone just in case. This is what she recorded.
Irma me dijo que se veía una persona en la habitación 30 y le dije no, y me dice está ocupada, le digo no, se desocupó en la mañana y no hay nadie. Yo misma fui a ventilar esa habitación y ahorita que voy pasando por acá me doy cuenta que sí es cierto, se ve como que alguien se estuviera asomando en la ventana. Vamos a ver qué es lo que pasa, vamos a ver qué hay ahí, pero se supone que no hay nada. Y sigue ahí viéndose. Aquí más cerquita. Sí, miren, ahí se alcanza a ver una cara, unos ojos. Vamos a ver. Vamos a ver a esa habitación. Estamos subiendo las escaleras porque desde ahí es donde estábamos viendo que se veía. Aquí ya no se ve nada, a lo mejor por el reflejo de la luz. Y vamos a ver en la habitación. Aquí está la cama, porque esta es una habitación pequeña. Aquí pues no se ve nada. Y aquí está la tele, donde estábamos, donde se supone que se veía, pero no se ve nada. No entiendo por qué está ahí. ¡Ay! ¡Ay!
What looks like a pale, ghostly face can be seen watching the cleaner from one of the windows as she approaches. After the cleaner checks the room, the face in the window is gone, as if it just vanished into thin air. But then, a sudden noise scares her and she flees the scene. Some viewers believe that this could be one of the ghosts that is said to haunt the hotel, and that it could even be what's responsible for the mysteriously ransacked rooms. But what do you think the cleaner caught on camera? Is it one of the ghosts that supposedly haunts the hotel? Share your thoughts below. The next creepy clips were uploaded by TikTok user Lowboyken after he witnessed something from his worst nightmares. While driving along the interstate in the middle of the night, Ken's dashcam recorded the whole thing. Take a look.
Go meet up with him and see if she can get him to confess. And it's a tough decision, I'm sure, but Amy ultimately agrees. So she wears the white and she picks up Chuck and she...
What looks like a woman in a long white dress can be seen slowly crossing the busy highway, and if that isn't strange enough, there's something not quite right about her.
I thought it was really, really weird. It creeped me out. I had goosebumps for like an hour straight on my arms. My hair was standing up on my arms. It was really creepy. It was scary.
Ken is understandably freaked out by the experience and isn't sure how to explain what he saw, but things are about to get much creepier. The next night, in almost exactly the same spot, at almost exactly the same time, a car was involved in a collision when the driver apparently swerved to avoid something in the road. 2 people tragically passed away, leaving just one survivor who claims just before the tragedy, they saw a woman in a white dress.
I had another driver reach out to me after I posted it on Facebook that he was going through there about 20 minutes before I did with another driver right behind him, and they seen the same thing as I did, but they just didn't catch it on camera. And today, at the same time as we went through there was a car accident, multiple cars. 2 people ended up dying, 2 people went to the hospital. Well, the 2 people that went to the hospital they gave a statement that they seen a white figure in the road, and that's why the one car swerved into the other car.
So just what exactly did Ken capture on the road that night? Was it the spirit of a woman? Did this mysterious spirit cause the crash that occurred on the same stretch of road? Let me know what you think down in the comments. When it comes to the paranormal, Tyler Blanchard is as skeptical as one can be. He thinks that ghosts caught on camera can be explained as simple coincidences or just people imagining things. To find out how his friends would react when expecting to see something paranormal, Tyler comes up with a clever experiment. He splits his friends into 2 groups and arranges for each one to visit an empty house. The first group visits a location that is well known amongst paranormal investigators, Bracken Fern Manor, located in California, USA. The old house is notorious for being a paranormal hotspot, wherein many hauntings have supposedly taken place. Now, here's the catch. The second group visits somewhere that couldn't be more different to the first location. In fact, Tyler specifically chooses a perfectly normal house with no links to anything supernatural. But that's not what he tells his friends. He makes up a fake story about a family who passed away in the house and whose ghosts still haunt it. The experiment begins, and the first group prepares to investigate the real haunted house, Brackenfern Manor. As a skeptic, Tyler isn't expecting anything paranormal to happen, but that is about to change. Armed with a couple of torches and a music box that plays a tune whenever it senses movement, the guys descend into the cellar.
Now it's calibrated. Everything that happens from this point is something going in front of it.
If you're here, can you make the music box start? Okay, that's phenomenal. Ring the music box if it's okay if we can sit down.
Thank you. Let's sit down right here. Let's go.
That is phenomenal.
Honestly, this seemed so unexplainable, but not as unexplainable as the not haunted house.
Is anybody here with us?
All right, literally nothing was happening there. This is weird. If you are here, would you mind turning on one of the flashlights? Or the motion sensor, whichever you prefer. You prefer the motion sensor? Oh, both, I guess.
Candlelight, that's crazy.
Yeah, that just doesn't happen unless there's something in front of you. Wow. And even after repositioning, it still went off. Well, thank you very much for having us. We're gonna go upstairs to this beautiful home. Please stay here. It's been awesome hanging out with you. But we're gonna pack up our things and go. Thank you for this experience. I wonder if the equipment is also going on off at the other house, or if it's just going off here. Because if it's just going off here, that is pretty sus.
Real, right? Like, that's crazy. I mean, that box hasn't worked at all, ever. No. Until we get here.
We calibrated it 3 times and then it worked every time.
There's some presence moving in front of that machine.
Tyler gave both groups the exact same kind of torch and music box, but only the one at Brackenfern Manor activates on its own. The music box and torches even seem to respond to the first group's questions, whereas the second group gets only silence in response to their questions. And if that isn't enough proof that Brackenfern Manor really might be as haunted as people say, Tyler's experiment is about to get even creepier.
I walk past this door right here, and there's something closed in there.
Which one? Let's put the box in there.
This one. What?
Hold on. Wait, that could have been something, right? That could have been the air, the wind.
Calibrated. Oh, okay.
Yep. Bingo, baby.
It's in the corner.
I'm not doing this anymore.
Up in one of the bedrooms, the guys continue their investigation, but things take a scarier turn when one of the windows seems to move by itself and the music box activates again. It's almost as if there's someone or something we can't see moving around the room. By this point, the first group is freaking out, but Tyler is determined to carry out one final test.
We're up doing some late night research.
Leave it silent for exactly 10 seconds.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Alright, done with the Morse. Thanks for the answer.
Holy shit. Oh, whoa.
Why you got tears in your eyes? This is a big boy.
It's a beautiful moment, bro. I believe in ghosts. That is beautiful.
After several tests in different locations around the manor house, the music box continuously activates as if something is trying to reach out and communicate with them. And yet, the second group, who are spending the night in a perfectly normal house, get no response at all from their music box, and nothing remotely strange or paranormal happens. So, what do you think of Tyler's experiment? Did he prove that ghosts exist, and that Brackenfern Manor really is as haunted as people say? Leave a comment below. This next clip was uploaded to the internet by a social media account with the username ElPacoBF. The account owner, Paco, was walking home one night when a stranger on the other side of the street stopped him to ask for directions. Paco tells the stranger which way to go and then carries on, believing that nothing out of the ordinary had occurred. However, the whole exchange was captured on Paco's CCTV camera, and when Paco happened to check the footage later on, he noticed something that really spooked him.
Güey, te juro por Dios, güey. Te lo juro por Dios que un señor me preguntó que dónde era la pinera.
No digas mamadas.
Te lo juro por Dios, güey. Un señor se me acercó y me preguntó, oiga, disculpe, ¿dónde es la pinera? Y por eso le explico, le digo que tenía que cruzar y darle más para abajo, güey, te lo juro. Te lo juro, güey, no mames.
Captured on Paco's CCTV camera pointing to the street outside his home, we can see Paco walking down the street when he suddenly stops and begins to have a conversation, but with who? There's no one there. Paco was so creeped out after reviewing his footage that he showed it to his friends, who, as well, were spooked and said he was likely speaking to a ghost. And they insisted he upload this creepy clip to the internet. The video quickly went viral, racking up over 1.1 million views, and of course, eagle-eyed viewers spotted something in the footage, but it wasn't a person. A mysterious fog seems to roll through the street at exactly the same time that Paco stops and begins to talk. Now, not only do Paco and his friends believe he was speaking to a ghost, but so do viewers of this video. But what do you think is going on here? Did Paco strike up a conversation with a ghost? Comment and let me know. The footage you are about to see was posted to the internet by an elderly couple living in Yellowstone, USA. For a while now, they have been hearing something very disturbing. Day and night, the couple hear eerie knocking sounds on the front door. At first, they thought it could have been a group of kids playing a trick on them, but it just kept on happening. One afternoon, while home alone, the knocking starts.
Here. Wow.
The knocking can be heard loud and clear, but when the man goes to check, there's nothing there. He even films the backyard for some time, hoping to capture evidence of whatever has been knocking, but still nothing. A few nights later, the man has gone out, leaving his wife at home with the dogs, and that's when the creepy knocking starts again.
Okay, it just happened again and the dogs are freaked out. Get it. David, come over here. Get it. You be right there. Something opens that fucking door, you need to get him. Oh my god, I don't know if it's gonna happen again. It just fucking happened again. Move, 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 move! Nobody there.
The couple's pet dogs are on edge after hearing a sudden knock on the door. From the sound of it, there could be someone right outside. But yet again, when the woman checks, there's nothing there. So, what could be causing these mysterious knocking sounds? Is this an example of paranormal activity? Or is there another way to explain this? Let me know. There's very little information out there about this next creepy clip, and its origins are unknown. But from what I could gather, a woman is recording her friend as she explores the area in front of a waterfall. According to the original poster, the waterfall is located at the site of an indigenous American burial ground. Everything seems normal, until the OP watches the recording back and makes an eerie discovery.
Take your breath away! Take your breath away, right? Did it take your breath away? Take your breath away! Take your breath away, right? Did it take your breath away?
All of a sudden, the woman's hair moves up and over her shoulder, somehow by itself, almost as if something we can't see has moved it. If you look closely, you'll see that the girl's hair is wet, so it seems unlikely that the wind would be strong enough to move it. So how did it move? Some commenters on the video think the area may be haunted by the spirits of the indigenous people who are buried there. As commenter Texan956 puts it, this could possibly be a territorial spirit. But others simply have no idea just how her hair moved in the mysterious way it did. If you know, then comment below. The footage you're about to see was uploaded to TikTok by Arvin D after he had an encounter with something chilling. Arvin travels to the region of Bavaria in Germany after he hears the tale of Anneliese Michel, a young woman who passed away under tragic circumstances in the 1970s. Anneliese's case is one of the most famous exorcism cases known to paranormal enthusiasts. In just 1 year, she underwent 67 religious exorcisms after she and her family claimed she was possessed by a demon. Anneliese's story has inspired several films and captured the imaginations of those who are interested in the paranormal, including Arvin. In the video, Arvin comes across a creepy abandoned cabin that is said to have once belonged to the Mitchell family and decides to explore. Unbeknownst to him, he wasn't alone. Did you catch it? As Arvin pans the camera around, something can be seen moving around in the rafters above him. Something that looks almost human-like. One viewer of Arvin's TikTok video even suggested that the face that can be seen appears to resemble that of Anneliese Michel herself. But what do you think Arvin captured on camera that day? Use the comments to share your thoughts on this one. This next creepy entry comes from the YouTube channel Ryan Jones. Ryan and a group of friends venture out on a camping trip to Whidbey Island, a scenic spot in Washington, United States. On a particularly cold day, they decide to visit Fort Casey. The fort is now a museum, but when it was built in the 1890s, it was an important strategic location for the US military. There are also rumours that it is haunted by the ghosts of soldiers who lost their lives at the fort, with visitors reporting hearing strange noises, seeing ghostly figures, and witnessing objects moving on their own. Ryan describes himself as an open-minded skeptic rather than a believer in the paranormal, but what he is about to capture on camera might just change his mind. Did you catch that? I'll play it again, but if you blink, you'll miss it. While Ryan is filming the dark, spooky corridors inside the fort, a human-like figure appears right in front of him for a split second before Ryan pans the camera away. At first, Ryan didn't notice anything out of the ordinary during his visit to Fort Casey, but when he reviewed the footage at home, he was shocked by what he saw. Some viewers have suggested that the figure might have been the ghost of a soldier who passed away at the fortress, but what do you think? Did Ryan really capture a ghost on camera that day, or could it have been a trick of the light? Leave a comment with what you're thinking. This next mysterious clip was uploaded to the internet by a user named Automatic Gainsay. The man behind the channel, Mark Doty, is a musician who decided to record a new track inside a deserted school in Seattle. Although there's no one else inside the school, he can't shake the feeling that he's not alone. With this uneasy feeling, he decides to finish up quickly and get out of there. When Mark gets home, he almost deletes the footage he captured, but before he's able to, he notices something in the recording that leaves him lost for words.
Okay. I'm not doing this right. Okay. I can't even see myself. I don't know if this is, okay, never mind.
Did you see it? Look closely at the staircase behind Mark. Something transparent appears to walk down it before fading away like it was never there. At the time of recording this video, Mark had no idea that something was behind him. He believes he caught a real ghost on camera and titled this video as Real Ghost School Haunting. But what do you think this is? Is it a ghost, as Mark believes? Let me know down below. The origins of the clip are unknown, but from what I can tell, it was filmed by two French women walking home from a party late at night. At first, the girls seem to be having fun, that is, until they spot something in the darkness up ahead.
On regarde les étoiles, c'est trop beau. On n'est pas bien là. On n'est pas bien là. Ah. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Oh putain!
What looks like a pale figure can be seen on the road in front of the two young women. It appears to stand there for a moment, just watching them as they look on in horror. Then, out of nowhere, it begins to run right at them. The two women turn and flee, but when they look back to see if it's chasing them, the mysterious figure is gone, as if it vanished into thin air. TikTok viewers were left creeped out by this video, with many saying it's a good job the girls fled when they did, because who knows what may have happened if they hadn't. Reddit user Octopus Funeral has lived in Philadelphia for the past 2 years. Ever since moving into his home, he has been experiencing what he believes to be paranormal activity. According to the OP, the basement of his home is the epicenter of some of the most terrifying incidents he has witnessed. The OP reports seeing objects sliding off surfaces as if something unseen pushed them. And even creepier than that, the OP claims that it's not uncommon for him to feel a strong presence of something lurking behind him whenever he goes down to the basement. One night, he feels a particularly strong sense that he's not alone down there. Hoping to capture evidence on camera that his basement is haunted, he pulls out his phone and hits record.
Like I was saying earlier, most of the stuff does happen down here. And I mean, you can't really. That's freaky stuff right there, man. Yep, that's what you call it. I hate that. Freaks me out, man. It's giving me goosebumps. Boy, here we go with the door now. Yeah, I don't like that. Ooh, that's creepy. So that door always swings wide open and it stays open. It doesn't ever close, stay like that. Oh, there you go. Let go of it. Holy crap, that's freaky.
Several items fall off the shelf, then the basement door seems to slowly close all on its own before it eventually opens again. Now, the OP says that, quote, "The door in the back is a heavy, thick 1 3/4 thick solid oak slat door with original 1930s hinges, and I'm a big dude, and even I had trouble closing the door, making it hard to believe that this could be the wind or someone pulling it with string. The door just effortlessly opens and closes somehow by itself. The OP, as well as the commenters on his Reddit post, are convinced that what he captured on camera is likely paranormal. But what do you think? Was it the wind that moved this heavy thick door open and closed, or something paranormal? Let me know down below. This next entry was uploaded to TikTok by a user named Ushioni66, but the original source is unknown. The clip shows a father and son playing outside their home in Japan when something creepy happens. Don't blink or you'll miss it.
3、1。うわ、冷て。こっち見て。イエーイ。ピースしないんかい。わ。
Did you spot it? Right before the clip ends, what looks like a face of someone or something can be seen for a split second staring out of one of the windows, but a second later it's gone. Then immediately after, a second face appears in a different window. This time it resembles a man, before that one just disappears as well. Now, apparently, the poster says the father didn't notice either of the creepy faces until he watched the footage back, and it gets even creepier because, according to him, there was no one inside the house at the time. So, if that's true, just who is this? And who is this? And where did they suddenly vanish to? You tell me. Reddit user Spuzz posted this next spooky clip on the Are Perfectly Cut Streams subreddit, but the original source of the video is unknown. In the video, a group of friends are exploring what seems to be an abandoned house when they head down into the darkened basement. It's at this point that their fun and games turn into something much more horrifying.
There's a candle. Is that a f***ing candle? Is that a f***ing candle? What the f*** is that thing? No, I want to see what the fuck? Lights off. Lights off, dude. Turn your fucking lights off. What the shit? I can't see shit. Oh shit. I can't see shit. Wait, hold on, turn your flashlight.
The boys find a lit candle in the basement, and then something can be seen moving about in the darkness. When the kids raise their torch to try and see what's going on, their light shines on what looks like a hunched over creature coming towards them. Commenters on the Reddit post think whoever this is might be a skinwalker, but what do you think? Did the kids stumble across a supernatural creature lurking in the basement of an abandoned house? Let me know. This next entry was uploaded to the internet by a user named Axel Loza Official. All alone in a public restroom at his university, Axel suddenly begins to hear something that doesn't sound quite right. Wanting to capture the events on film, he grabs his phone and hits record.
No te quiero que vean. Estoy ahorita en el baño de universidad. Y lo que pedo ahorita es que acabo de terminar de hacer el baño y pues estaba todo normal, pero ahorita están ruidos raros y se está tocando la puerta, pero quiero que vean que pues no hay nada. Vean, ahí está mi reflejo, pero
Vean, de este lado, pues aquí no hay nada, vean. Acá tampoco, vean. Aquí tampoco hay nada. Y aquí pues también, vean. Y acá el lugar es bastante pequeño y está mi reflejo. Pero vean, hoy. ¿Escucharon? ¿Escucharon?
Did you spot it? What looks like a pale face can be seen through the gap in the stall door, but when Axel checks inside, there's nothing there. It's almost as if whatever was just looking at him through the gap just vanished into thin air. Apparently, Axel didn't notice this mysterious face watching him until he watched his video back, and he was understandably spooked by what he saw. Axel thinks, and his viewers suggest, that he may have captured a ghost on camera. But what do you think this is? Is it a ghost, as Axel and his viewers believe? Let me know down below. It's the middle of the night in the Philippines, and Ajay Namoto has just been awoken by the sound of his dog barking. Still half asleep, he hurries to check to see what has disturbed his dog. However, a thorough search of the house and backyard reveals nothing. Curious, Ajay decides to check the footage from his security camera covering his backyard, and what he saw left him lost for words.
Hello guys, Ajay ko pala. Ipapakita ko lang sa inyo guys kung ano yung nakuha ng CCTV namin noong 2019 pa. Ayan, October 14, 2019. So, ngayon ko lang siya binidyoan or pinakita sa inyo kasi hinanap ko talaga tong video na to, yung record ng CCTV namin noon sa bahay ng parents ko. So, ayan, ipapakita ko sa inyo guys kung ano yung nakuha ng CCTV namin. Tingnan nyo guys sa 10:29:17. Okay? Tingnan nyo dito, may lalabas dito na parang usok, tapos mabilis siyang papunta dito. Okay, wait natin mag 17. Okay, wait lang natin 17 seconds. Ayun. Okay, back natin 17. Tingnan nyo dito. Ayun. Kita nyo? Ulitin natin. 17. Ayun, sobrang bilis niya. Tapos yung pangalawang nagpakita siya is 10:30. Ayan, tingnan nyo dito, mag-20 dyan. Tapos sa time na to, parang lumalakad na lang siya. Tingnan nyo, parang usok. Tapos nawala siya dito. Balik natin. Ayan. Diba? Sa mga hindi pa naniniwala na may mga espiritu talaga.
Something white, shaped like a figure, is caught on camera. It mysteriously manifests on the left side of the screen before quickly moving to the right and then fading away into nothingness. However, a few seconds later, it reappears in exactly the same spot as it disappeared, and then moves back the way it came before again disappearing, never to be seen again. Clearly stunned by what his security camera captured, Ajay uploads the video to the internet, hoping someone would be able to give him some answers. However, very few of his viewers were able to provide a logical explanation. Instead, practically every commenter on Ajay's video believes that his security camera may have captured something paranormal. But what do you think? Is this something paranormal as commenters believe? Drop a comment and let me know. This next creepy clip was posted to the YouTube channel In Search of the Tribe. The man behind the channel, Dr. Devin Adams, is a retired anthropologist from the United States. For the past year, he has documented his search for a lost tribe of people who supposedly live around Mount Shasta, California. During his stay at the foot of the mountain, Dr. Adams hears all kinds of eerie noises, including what sounds like human screams. Now bear in mind, Dr. Adams is miles away from any roads or cities. He sets up trail cameras in various locations near to where he's searching, in the hopes that he may capture evidence of the lost tribe he's searching for. When returning to collect his cameras, he finds one of them missing. He manages to find it several yards away from its original location, which confused him a bit. After returning home, he downloads the footage from the trail cams, and after sifting through hours of footage of nothing, on night 7, one of the trail cams captures something which Dr. Adams says is, quote, pretty unsettling imagery and activity. Here's the footage. The sounds of footsteps can be heard in the darkness near the trail cam, and then, slowly, a horrifying figure emerges from the darkness and heads right for the trail cam. Whoever, or whatever this is, then grabs the camera and appears to make off with it. After watching this, quote, pretty unsettling imagery and activity, Dr. Adams says that he is a little nervous about going back down to investigate. And I wonder why. As Justin Lou W8318 says, I don't scare easy, but this was terrifying. And the fact that Dr. Devin Adams is praised by his followers for being legit does make this clip even more scary. And still to this day, neither Dr. Adams nor anyone else knows exactly just who or what this figure is or where it came from. Creepy. This next entry comes from the YouTube channel of the popular Mexican hip-hop group Cartel de Santa. With over 66 million views on YouTube, this video has garnered many perceptive viewers, and it wasn't long before some of them started commenting about seeing something strange in the video. Watch closely. Did you catch it? Right in front of the car, a translucent figure appears before disappearing out of sight. Many commenters believe that the film crew shooting this music video accidentally caught the real deal, a real ghost on camera. What do you think this is? Is it something paranormal? Let me know down below. The next entry in this week's video was uploaded by Martin Cointino from Uruguay, who was in his car when he noticed that his neighbours were acting a little strange. By day, it seemed perfectly normal, but every night, at exactly the same time, something very creepy happens.
Bueno gente, estoy grabando esto porque vemos esa sombra pasar hace rato. Me había pasado la semana pasada y nadie me creía. Miren, pasa, eso no es una persona. Eso no es una persona, discúlpenme.
Ay, la concha, la luna. Me entró algo en la panza, boludo.
Discúlpenme, pero eso no es una persona. La otra vez pasaba mucho más rápido que ahora. Ahora va lento. Yo no puedo creer, vos. ¿Vieron cómo pasa? No.
At around 3 AM every night, what looks like a shadow appears in the window, almost as if someone is wandering from one end of the room to the other. Now, this might seem innocent enough, even if it is a bit odd, but what really creeps Martin out is the way the shadow moves. Something about it just doesn't seem quite right, and this next clip might support that.
Miren, gente, acabo de llegar a casa. Miren, tengo la moto acá afuera y la veo ahí. Hoy sí va más rápido, ¿vieron? No, es muy fuerte esto. No saben el cagazo que me pega esto. Y hoy está la cortina más abierta y no hay nadie en el baño porque mirad, la lucecita está apagada, la del baño. No, eso es un fantasma.
Seeing the shadow move around so quickly convinces Martin that there's something strange going on in his neighbour's house. Following the advice of his trusted advisors, Martin decides to talk to the neighbours about it. But this is when things get much scarier.
Bueno, gente, estaba decidido a ir a cruzar para hablar con la dueña, pero me encuentro que está cerrada la verdulería. ¿Será una señal? ¿Qué dicen ustedes? Vieron que esto es una esquina removida de día. Hoy no se ve nada y está todo apagado y cerraron la reja, no sé qué pasó.
Every time Martin checks his neighbour's place, everything is locked up and dark. He watches the building for some time, but there's absolutely no activity, leading him to conclude that there's no one home. However, like clockwork, at 3 AM, it happens again.
Está todo cerrado, no hay movimiento ninguno. Tienen la luz prendida todavía del comercio, se ve que están ahí todavía. No se ve nada. Así que vamos a ver más tarde a ver qué se ve. Está bastante quieta la esquina hoy. ¿Pero estará patinando?
Está viendo con su ex.
Ahí pasó, saltó, no sé qué hizo. Ah, no. Eso está muy rápido. Vamos, Luca.
Vamos, estoy ahí.
No me empujes, está corriendo. Pero no parece que se mueva. Ay, me da miedo lo que pasa ir hasta ahí. ¡Soltame! Bueno, estoy al lado de la casa. No se ve que haya nadie. Ay, no, me da miedo lo que pasa, me voy de acá. Ay, yo me voy de acá, vamos.
Está como... La mujer está como...
Ahí pasó algo arriba también. Pasó algo arriba, sí. Pero hoy también pasó algo. Yo estaba haciendo un vivo y pasó.
También algo embrujado.
No. No, a mí me da terror cruzar ahí. Además, cuando cruzas la calle te da como una sensación rara en el cuerpo, porque no se escuchan pasos, no nada. Bueno, gente, acá estoy filmando. Vieron cómo queda esto. Todavía no cerró ahí. No hay nada, no se ve nada. Está todo quieto. La ventana de arriba no hay luz, en ese que pasó también en el otro video. No hay luz en esa ventana. Y no sé qué pasa acá, pero bueno. Esto es un avance. Después, porque yo ahora tengo que salir, pero después voy a venir a grabar de nuevo.
This creepy phenomenon is undoubtedly strange, so it might come as a surprise that what Martin captured on camera isn't an isolated event. Something eerily similar has been spotted elsewhere in the world. Sarah Marie from the US uploaded the following footage after she noticed something very creepy going on at the house across the street.
It comes back the other way. Why? It looks like somebody's peeking through that window, the one that's open.
Now record it?
Yes!
Look.
There's nobody in that house. There's nobody at all. Nobody. That
I
house.
didn't know they could be that visible
Nah,
though.
this
That's what I was saying.
The circumstances are almost exactly the same, right down to the house appearing to be totally empty. except for this shadow darting back and forth in the window. And here's another. Nicholas Lauteru from Argentina also captured something very similar on camera. So, what do you think could be causing people from all over the world to witness and record exactly the same thing? Could it be something paranormal, such as ghosts or poltergeists? Or is there another explanation for these strange occurrences? Let me know down below. We've just launched our YouTube membership program and I'm excited to invite you to become a part of it. By joining, you'll get access to members only content, priority replies from us in the comments, loyalty badges next to your name, and much more. Plus, you'll be supporting the channel directly, which helps us to keep creating the content you love to watch. To support us, just hit the join button below this video. It's that simple. Whether you decide to join or not, I'm grateful for your support. And if you're not ready to join yet, but love watching scary videos, then please, if you haven't already, click the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you never miss a scary video. This next creepy video comes from the subreddit High Strangeness, uploaded by user Light Surgery. Apparently, after moving into a Victorian terraced house in London near to a cemetery, his doorbell camera caught this footage, which he says is, quote, highly strange. A mysterious blurry white figure peeks in and out of the doorway to Light Surgery's home, but Light Surgery has no idea who it is. Uploading it to Reddit in search of answers, Redditors of the subreddit High Strangeness were quick to share their theories. Many believe that this is a spirit from the nearby graveyard. However, some agree with commenter Thermost Cool that it's just a guy peeking over, and that he should keep his doors locked and invest in more cameras. But what do you think this is? Is it a ghost? Share your thoughts below. Instagram user Charity Lewis is a photographer who recently returned home after spending some time away from her family. She decided it would be a nice way for her to catch up on what her family had been up to in her absence by watching home videos, but when she went through her sister's toy camera, she found something that freaked her out.
We were messing around with my little sister's camera and we just found something like
it's weird.
It's weird.
It's weird.
Okay, I'm just gonna show it to you. Okay.
Hey guys, today I'm going to show you my Scary toilet collection that I just got today. We went to a toy store and they had all of these things like this cameraman, these tiny little action figures, this big scary toilet, and this one. And then we actually found these scary toilet shoes. And they say Scary Toilet on them, and I'm gonna wear it to school tomorrow. A lot of kids at my school like Scary Toilet. I saw my friend the other day, and we went on a walk, and we also got ice cream that day, and I'm having a lot of fun.
In the clip, we can see Charity's sister showing off her new toys in front of her toy camera when something suddenly makes her stop mid-sentence. For over 20 seconds, Charity's sister looks as if she's too scared to move, her eyes wide with fear, before she eventually gets up and flees the room. The toy camera continues to record, and a couple of minutes later, this darts across the screen. Charity was so freaked out by the footage that she posted it on her Instagram page, where she said, quote, "Anyone have answers? I'm kinda losing my mind over this." Since posting the video, no one has been able to explain what that creepy dark shape might have been, or what could have scared Charity's sister so much. But what do you think Charity's sister saw that struck such intense fear into her? Let me know. The next entry in this week's video comes from the Russian ghost hunters, Taboo Seekers of the Paranormal. Andrei and Anastasia venture out to conduct a paranormal investigation at a haunted cemetery and claim to have caught a, quote, "the ghost of a child" in the video. The pair start their paranormal investigation by exploring the cemetery, where they eventually reach an area to set up their equipment, including an SLS motion detection camera. Andrei decides to use his newly acquired death whistle in an attempt to summon any spirits nearby. They then vacate the area and leave their SLS camera rolling and end up capturing this. Captured on the paranormal investigator's SLS camera pointing at a grave, someone or something appears. At first, the mysterious figure looks like it's crouching or sitting cross-legged over the grave before it appears to stand up, walk to the left, and then vanishes out of sight. After a few moments, the figure appears above the grave again and sits down. Then bizarrely, a second figure shows itself for a few seconds before that one disappears. The remaining figure then stands up, moves around a bit, then the second figure reappears, and then they both vanish, one after another, never to be seen again. Taboo Seekers of the Paranormal claim that what they captured on their SLS motion detection camera at this graveyard is 100% real evidence of the paranormal, and that this is, quote, "the ghost of a child." But what do you think? Did Taboo Seekers of the Paranormal capture real paranormal activity on camera? You tell me. This next creepy video was shared to the R-Dogman subreddit by Reddit user LazyBrother1436, who thinks their house is cursed. According to the OP, the property has a deeply tragic past. Both of their grandparents and their sibling sadly passed away inside the house. Most recently, the OP's husband was involved in an accident just yards from the house, and he had to be rushed to hospital. Since their husband returned from the hospital, the couple have been unable to shake the feeling that something isn't quite right. Creepy and unsettling events keep occurring in the house. Even the family dog inexplicably barks, as if she is trying to warn her owners of an imminent danger. Late one night, while the OP was relaxing at home, they heard a terrifying scream coming from their backyard, and their dog alerts them to something. Wanting to record the evidence, the OP starts recording on their phone, and what they caught has left Redditors terrified. A pair of glowing red eyes can be seen staring in through one of the windows, just watching the OP from the darkness. Apparently, this isn't the first time the OP has seen these eyes before, and it has led them to believe that they are being haunted by something. But what's your verdict on this? Is Redditor Lazy Brother 1436 really being haunted? And if not, just who or what do these glowing red eyes belong to? Let me know. The next creepy video was uploaded to social media by Not Many LE, who claims to have been experiencing something downright terrifying. Details about this clip are sparse, but here's what I was able to find out. The man recently inherited an ornamental doll from his late grandmother, a doll that's now at the centre of a series of disturbing events. According to him, his home had always been a place of peace and quiet until the doll arrived. Since then, he's witnessed objects inexplicably falling off shelves, heard eerie whispers echoing through the rooms, and even noticed shadowy figures in the corner of his eye. Convinced that the doll is cursed, he decides to document the next time something strange occurs, and one day he captures this.
ตรงนี้ต้องวางตรงนี้เฮ้ย Whoa.
As Not Many LE is inspecting the doll, he hears something behind him, and when he turns, something can be pressed against the curtain, but when he pulls the curtain back, there's nothing there. Whoever or whatever it was has mysteriously disappeared, but the horror doesn't end there. On another day, while Not Many LE is relaxing at home, he hears something in his living room. He goes to check and encounters this.
Hey. Hi. Hey. Oh. Hey. Mày. Go. Mày.
Whatever appeared the day before appears again pressed against the curtain. Not Many LE does exactly what Casper Sight would do and full on Rambos it. But whatever was just there, again, disappears. Convinced this is something demonic and attached to the doll, Not Many LE uploads the video to social media, and viewers were creeped out by these clips. And just like Not Many LE, they believe he is being haunted by a sinister entity. But what are your thoughts? Let me know. Knock, knock. The next creepy video was uploaded to Facebook by Abiud Hernandez. Abiud has gained a lot of followers after he published several videos of terrifying paranormal activity inside his supposedly haunted home. Practically all of Abiud's followers agree that he's being haunted by something sinister. I'll be uploading a video with all of Abiud's paranormal activity in an upcoming episode, but for now, this recent video you're about to see may be enough evidence to prove that there's a terrifying entity tormenting him.
Están tocando la recámara de Carla, pero no hay nadie en su recámara. Ay, güey, cerraron su recámara. Pues sí está abierta. Y pues de este lado igual, el baño está abierto. Ay, güey, están tocando la puerta.
While Abiud is working on his computer, he hears a knock coming from somewhere in his house. He gets up and then the door can be heard slamming shut. Abiud checks his house but doesn't find anyone. Then, as Abiud is wandering around his home, proving there's nobody there but him, the knocking this time, much louder, can be heard coming from his front door. He checks through the peephole but doesn't see anyone. The banging then gets louder. Abiud opens the door quickly but no one's there. Abiud's followers have been left terrified by these scary videos he's uploaded to his Facebook account, and they're so good that I want you all to see them. So stay tuned for a lengthy feature of the haunting of Abiud Hernandez. A couple of months ago, Brookie Diaz celebrated her birthday with her family and friends. This is the first birthday Brookie has celebrated since her father passed away last year. At first, it seems just like any other birthday party. However, what is caught on camera has left Brookie and her family stunned.
Happy birthday, dear Brookie. Happy birthday to you. Make a wish. Make a wish. Make a wish.
And many more.
Right.
Almost.
Whoa. Alright, Jackie. I don't want to know the details. All right, here, honey. The girl's got to have a present. This is from me. Yeah.
Did you know?
Should we cut the cake? Yeah. Press its paw, sweetie.
Hey kiddo, hope you're doing well. I'm feeling much better now, so whenever you can, just come visit me, okay? Okay?
Peace. How are you?
Hey kiddo, hope you're doing well. I'm feeling much better now, so whenever you can, just come visit me, okay? Okay.
Shut up.
No way. That has not worked. That has not worked.
A siren from a model fire truck can be heard from another part of the house, but who or what activated it? According to Brookie, her late father was a retired firefighter who collected model fire trucks as a hobby. Maybe Brookie's father is trying to communicate from the other side. This could have been a coincidence, but Brookie posts another video a week later that convinces her that something paranormal is at play.
I just missed a call from my dad. He's gone. Like, I just heard his voice one more time.
Late at night, Brookie sees a missed call from her dad's phone. Then, out of nowhere, the teddy goes off all on its own. Brookie takes it as a sign that although her dad passed away, his spirit is still watching over her. But it doesn't end there. A few days later, Brookie uploads another video, but this time, what she captured on camera seems a lot less innocent. While Brookie is laying in bed, the doors to her bedroom suddenly open all on their own. Brookie was so creeped out by what happened in this video that whenever she talks about it, she feels overwhelmed with fear. Uploading these videos in search of answers, comments suggest that the spirit of her father may be responsible, but Brookie doesn't believe her dad would ever want her to feel so afraid. But what do you think is happening here? Was Brookie's late father really trying to communicate from beyond the grave? Let me know. What was that? This next ghost video was uploaded back in 2018 and apparently shows an apparition caught on camera. The video was taken by a rescue worker at the site of a head-on train collision in Chihuahua, Mexico back in May 2018. The train crash sparked a huge fire that could be seen for several kilometers, and sadly, according to reports, one person, the train conductor, lost their life in the disaster. Something can be seen for a few seconds floating above the train wreckage, but what is it? The mysterious thing appears to float from right to left before it disappears into thin air. Commenters on this video have been left scratching their heads at this footage, with many claiming it to be the spirit of the train conductor who passed away in the collision. But what do you think? Is this a ghost caught on camera as the uploader and commenters claim? You tell me. Melina Zunder regularly posts videos to her social media about her everyday life, but never anything paranormal. Until this video. One afternoon, Melina sits down to record a product promotion video, and while filming, the camera captures something creepy.
Gente, eu vou comer com vocês o melhor brigadeiro da vida, que é da doceria da Lulu. E olha que bonitinho que eu ganhei no Dia das Mães atrasado, mas ela me deu. É um espelhinho de bolo, deixa eu abrir e mostrar. Olha, que lindo. Deixa eu abrir. Ai, meu Deus. Amei. E agora vamos provar. Eu sou, tipo assim, viciada nesse brigadeiro dela. É simplesmente o melhor brigadeiro que eu já comi na minha vida. Nossa, gente. É muito bom. Muito bom.
Now again, did you spot it? As Milena holds up the mirror for the camera, what looks like a face can be seen in the reflection. And what makes this even more creepy is that, according to Milena, she was completely alone. No one else was there with her when she recorded this video. The caption of this video, when translated to English, says, "Has anyone seen a face in the mirror? I'm scared." And viewers of this video, which has been viewed almost 3 million times, definitely see it, and a lot agree with top comments by Barbara Alvarenga that, quote, "I paused right on the face? How scary." So, is the kind person I am? Here it is paused right on the face. Commenters under this creepy video believe that the face seen in the reflection of the mirror is likely a spirit. But what's your verdict? Share your thoughts below. TikTok user MIFCO uploaded the next clip after he sees something creepy while chatting with two strangers online. It all starts innocently enough, with MIFCO trying to guess where the two strangers are from, but then the seemingly friendly encounter takes a sinister turn.
Hola. Hola.
Hola muchachos, ¿cómo andan? Para, yo a ustedes los conozco.
Pues a Argentina no hemos ido, ¿eh? Así que no...
Sí, yo los conozco. ¿Vos no te llamas Javi? ¿Y vos sos Juan o no? ¿Son de España o no?
Mi nombre lo pone ahí, que es mi cuarto, pero...
¿Son de España o no? ¿De Madrid?
Sí.
Sí, yo que ustedes no lo...
Pero, puedes gastar la IP.
crean.
¿Tienes nuestra IP? ¿Eres de esos que buscan la IP y esas cosas? ¿Qué hace? Este pavo.
Chicos, ¿les puedo hacer una consulta? ¿Ustedes qué estaban haciendo en su casa?
Pues nada. Esperar, que ahora vamos a salir de fiesta. Estoy solo en casa y le he invitado.
¿Solo?
Sí, solo. ¿Con el gato? Bueno, con él. El gato que está abajo.
No puede ser, chicos. Yo vi que esa puerta que está enfrente se movió.
¿Cuál esta? ¿La de Javi?
Sí. Yo vi... No. Yo vi que la puerta que está enfrente suyo se movió.
Esa de ahí, nada.
Les juro que vi que esa puerta se movió.
No, mira. Nos está vacilando,
No, chicos, no. Yo lo vi con mis propios ojos. Yo vi que esa puerta de manera lenta se abrió y luego se cerró bruscamente, chicos.
Nos intenta meter miedo,
No les estoy mintiendo ni por mucho menos, por favor. Yo les juro que por mis ojos y por lo que más tengo en mi vida que esa puerta se movió.
Es imposible, no hay nada. Así que, y mi gato está abajo, es imposible que se mueva nada. Nos está vacilando esto. Literalmente es el típico... Se ha quedado pillado. ¿Qué le pasa?
Atrás suyo hay alguien.
¿Cómo que atrás? ¡Me cago en la puta!
A door in the background appears to swing open all by itself. MIFCO tries to warn them, but the guys say there's nobody else in the house, and when one of them goes to check, he comes back a few seconds later confirming that no one else is there. Then, when the guys have their backs turned, a shadowy figure appears in the same doorway, just watching them. When the guys notice MIFCO's terrified expression and turn to look, all hell breaks loose before the call suddenly disconnects, just like that. MIFCO and his viewers were left confused and creeped out at what they'd just witnessed, and although the clip was posted 2 years ago, to this day, no one knows what happened. But what do you think? Did MIFCO accidentally capture something supernatural on camera? Or were the two guys he was chatting to playing an elaborate trick on him? Drop a comment below with what you're thinking. San Antonio, Texas is widely regarded to be one of the most haunted cities in the US. It's been the location of many reports of paranormal activity, though none quite as intriguing as those featuring a railway crossing on Shane Road. With a tragic past, the railway crossing has become part of a famous urban legend for locals of San Antonio, and people from all over the world visit to find out if the myths about it are true. The story of the Shane Road railway crossing is a sad one, involving a school bus that became stuck on the tracks and was hit by an oncoming train. Many young children unfortunately lost their lives during the incident, and their spirits are said to roam the tracks. After hearing about this urban legend, TikTok user L Towers travelled to San Antonio after hearing that if you stop your car on the tracks at the crossing, the spirits of the children who passed away will push your car to safety. Now, this is obviously highly dangerous and should not be attempted by anyone, but take a look at what happened.
I got Danny, my nephew, putting on neutral as we speak. Ready?
Bring the camera. I want you guys to see it's a neutral. A ver.
Right there.
Aquí se mira. Look guys. Neutral. I ain't touching nothing. Neutral, neutral. Keep the camera on me. Look at my hands.
Sir, just take your foot off the brake. Now, look at this shit. How, dude? This is uphill. I already put the level on this thing. Now, as soon as you hit the tracks, it's obviously going downhill. So yeah, the momentum takes you.
San Antonio, Texas, at the haunted railroad tracks. Gonna see if this works. You put baby powder on the window or on the car, and after the kids push you over the train tracks, you're supposed to see fingerprints or handprints all over.
And you put it in neutral. And it pushes.
Yeah, so out here you put the vehicle in neutral, supposedly, and some kids that out here push you over the railroad tracks. So we'll see if it happens, if it works or not. The vehicle in neutral, and I'm gonna turn it off.
And we're moving. Oh my god. We're like getting pushed over right now. The car is off.
Car is off. My foot's right here. Nothing's on.
Nothing's on. Oh, we went over. Ah! Oh my god.
Now, if that wasn't convincing enough, here's another clip of the same thing happening.
Hey man, how am I supposed to sit down over here when you got powder on? Look at that. Look. Hey, record Lizzie. Man, he's gonna beat us to it. Rolling by itself. A ver, watch out. Mira, I don't see no friends. Bill, rolling by itself. Oh my god!
What?
Hey, stop it!
What?
The powder's gonna come out. Las manitas, look, on the side of the car. Oh my god. Oh my god.
In fact, the urban legend is so popular that the internet is awash with videos all showing cars seemingly moving across the railway tracks bizarrely all by themselves. Could it be that the spirits of the children are pushing these cars to safety? Many people have been skeptical of this urban legend, but the number of cars that seem to have been pushed off the tracks is certainly intriguing, and the presence of little handprints in the baby powder afterwards is especially compelling. Maybe there is some truth to the legend after all. So, what are your thoughts on this? The ghosts of the children that passed away in the tragic railway collision, pushing all these cars to safety? Let me know. JMO230, or Jess, who lives in Maine, USA, works as a nurse at a psychiatric hospital. She's covering the night shift, all by herself, and things are pretty slow until she suddenly notices something that didn't look quite right. She grabs her phone and hits record.
Okay, there's nobody here, right? Nobody here. What is that? Because it is not me. This is me leaving, closing the door. What's that? And here comes the door back opening. And nobody's there. But yet. Hi. What the fuck?
Looking up at the convex safety mirror in the corridor outside her workstation, Jess sees what looks like a shadowy figure reflected right back at her. And yet, there doesn't seem to be anyone else around. So, just what exactly is this? Not much is known about this clip, other than what Jess herself has told us. But according to her, she believes she caught a ghost on camera that night. But what do you think this is? Is it a ghost as Jess believes? Let me know down below. It's the middle of the night and an ambulance driver has had to pull over because of something very, very odd. According to the driver, who shared a video of his experience on social media, he was driving back to base when he saw something in the back of the ambulance that sent him into an immediate panic. Driving into a secluded alleyway, he and his co-worker jump out of the vehicle, putting as much distance between them and the ambulance as possible. While his co-workers call for help, the driver, not wanting to get into trouble for stopping on the job, grabs his phone and records exactly what's happening. This is what he captured on camera.
Alright, so I'm not sure how to talk about this, but well, first off, I've been an EMT just for a little bit, and like I ain't never experienced nothing like this. So as we driving back to base, I swear I seen a face in the rearview mirror. Like, I need to turn this engine off though, cause like we're gonna be stranded out here.
Yeah, as soon as possible.
Oh, shit.
Hey, thank you.
I'm not trying to go back near this truck. I don't know if you see it, but can y'all see that back door? Like it just, oh, shit. Like it just flew open. Like, can y'all? Oh. Nah, what the? What was that? Can y'all see it? Nah, hell no. Nah.
As the EMTs look on in horror, a shadowy figure can be seen moving in the back of the ambulance. But who or what is it? A few moments prior, the driver had approached the empty ambulance to turn off the engine, and that's when he heard a loud banging noise coming from the back of the vehicle. According to him, it was the sound of one of the storage compartments being flung open. But what exactly could have caused these disturbing phenomena? Some who saw the video think that this could have been the ghost of someone who passed away inside the ambulance. But what do you think the driver saw in the back of the ambulance? And what scared them so much that they pulled over, risking their jobs? Drop a comment with your thoughts. This next entry was posted to the internet by Hannah Holloway after she started seeing something creepy in her apartment. Whenever Hannah tried to record a selfie, someone or something creepily appears behind her. She can see it on her phone screen, but when she looks behind her, no one's ever there. This went on for several weeks, but then one night, Hannah manages to capture whatever has been lurking behind her on camera.
Okay, I am recording this to see if anyone can help me. I started seeing it a few days ago when I got back from my mom's house. I first thought it was a shadow, or I thought it was just something that like wasn't there, and now I'm pretty sure it's in here with me. So I'm gonna see if I can get it on camera, okay? So I'm just gonna be talking and seeing. Okay, I'm pretty sure I got it, but I'm gonna check. Okay, I definitely got it. So the weird thing is that if I don't check on it, every so often it starts this.
As Hannah is recording a video, someone or something can be seen standing in the darkness right outside her door, staring eerily at her. Creeped out, Hannah checks the footage, and then tapping can be heard behind her. She turns the camera, and what looks like a hand can be seen tapping on the door frame. The video then ends shortly afterwards. Now, viewers' opinions of this video are mixed. Some believe that Hannah is being haunted by something evil, but others are pretty skeptical and believe Hannah staged the whole thing for internet fame due to how scripted it feels and how quickly the video cuts off. But ultimately, what's your opinion on this video? Is Hannah being haunted, or was it all just for views? You tell me. Italian YouTuber Faintsy mostly posts comedy videos and occasionally live streams himself playing video games. He's streaming one night when something happens that makes him and his viewers think he might not be alone.
Bene, ma direi che possiamo passare al prossimo livello di Damor, Faintsy 3. Proviamo ragazzi, sono curioso di vedere quello che accadrà. Ok ragazzi, fermi un secondo. Ho sentito un rumore fortissimo, ma io sono a casa da solo. Spero sia il vento, ma non credo, visto che io chiudo sempre tutto, perché altrimenti ci sarebbero casini mentre registro. No, non è possibile. Ragazzi, no, adesso vi devo far vedere. No, vi giuro raga, non è possibile. Allora ragazzi, sono andato a controllare cosa potesse essere il rumore. Stiamo un attimo calmi. C'è la luce del bagno accesa. Vi giuro, io sono a casa da solo, non so se lo potete vedere. Stavo registrando, ho sentito il rumore della porta chiudersi e c'è la luce accesa. Raga, non sto scherzando. Allora, entro.
The sound of a door slamming startles Faintsy, and when he goes to check, he finds his bathroom door has been shut and the light turned on. But he says that can't be possible because he's home alone and he left the door open and had left the light switched off. Faintsy is understandably creeped out, but he doesn't find anything suspicious in the bathroom and his windows and doors are locked, so he heads back to his home office and tries to go back to gaming. But that's when this happens.
Ok ragazzi, rieccoci. Non so cosa sia successo, all'improvviso la porta del bagno si è chiusa. Ragazzi, no vabbè, giuro adesso mi sto cagando in mano però veramente. Raga, sto tremando, sta succedendo qualcosa di strano e non sto scherzando. Ragazzi, la porta l'avevo chiusa. Raga, si poteva vedere prima che ho chiuso la porta quando sono entrato. No raga, vi giuro. Che cavolo sta succedendo? Cioè, ha sbattuto a caso. Ma poi con quale violenza? No ragazzi, dai, ma non scherziamo. Ragazzi, c'è la luce accesa di qua. Ragazzi, era spenta prima, l'avete potuto vedere. Sono passato da qua ed era tutto spento. No ragazzi, ma non cioè, perché c'è la luce accesa qua?
An even louder bang scares the hell out of him, and this time, when he goes to check, his bedroom door, which was previously closed, is now wide open with the light switched on. Now, like any sane person, thinks he gets creeped out and contemplates getting out of there. Then, his rocking chair starts to move all on its own. Having seen enough, Finksy quickly leaves his apartment and heads to his car. But it doesn't end there. Finksy had previously set up a motion sensor camera in his home office to protect his computer from theft, but instead of catching a burglar, the camera picks up something much creepier. Something that looks like a shadowy person can be seen moving around on the other side of the glass door before it eventually disappears. So just what exactly did Finksy's camera pick up? Well, he claims he caught a quote ghost while recording this video, and his viewers, well, they agree. But what's your verdict on this video? Did Finksy capture a ghost on camera during his live stream? Share your thoughts in the comments. The origins of this next creepy clip are unknown, but from what I can tell, the footage was recorded by a man in Germany while exploring an old underground railway tunnel. As he follows the railway tracks through the seemingly endless length of the tunnel, we can hear how shaky the man's breath sounds, showing just how scared he must be. At first, it's unclear what has him so on edge. But then something happens that leaves him and viewers utterly terrified. Something can be seen rising up from the railway tracks up ahead. Whatever it is, the man recording doesn't hang about to find out, turning and fleeing as fast as he can. But what the f*** is it? The next creepy video for today comes from the popular ghost hunting channel Franco TV. In March 2024, Frank visits the Cementerio Presperito in Peru and describes his experience as the scariest night of his life. Now, not only is this cemetery the oldest in the whole of South America, it's also thought to be incredibly haunted. Locals and visitors report seeing ghosts and spirits wandering amongst the graves, and it's even the burial site of several well-known witches, including Gregoria Camacho, who is said to have practiced black magic. As soon as Frank enters the cemetery, it's clear that he's in for a terrifying night.
The tomb is actually right up through here to the right. This is another way to get over there. But I gotta be careful because this area here is where there's a lot of dogs. I think that's one of the security guys that sits up there. I think he's like the only guy. That might be the last guy I talked to the last time. Then I have this huge area over here that leads me to another part of the graveyard. I want to get out of this main area because it's really loud here. I'm already seeing something right over here. That could be something hanging off the tomb. And I think Georgina's tomb is the tomb behind that one. Let me see. I'm gonna turn on my flashlight. Okay, I just got somebody. That was definitely somebody watching.
Someone or something can be seen lurking behind some of the graves, just watching Franco before disappearing when he tries to get a better look. But that's not even close to the creepiest thing Franco witnessed that night.
I'm around the area where I seen what looked like a candle, but I don't see anybody here anymore. They're gone. But I gotta be careful because I am seeing people within the distance from what I just seen before. I hear a whole bunch of people yelling from behind me. It's kind of like pushing me more this way. What was that about?
After another disturbing encounter with a dark figure, Frank is creeped out, but he is still determined to finish his investigation.
This one right here. The other witch's tomb. I see what looks like roses. Right up there. There. What the hell is that? I just saw something behind the door. Holy shit. I swear I just saw something standing through there. I was looking at the flowers that are right there. Chocolate? The dog doesn't even sense it. What the hell was that? Hold on, I'm gonna switch to color here. There, what the hell is that? There, what the hell is that? There, what the hell is that?
Did you see it? Inside the tomb of one of Peru's most famous witches, a human-like figure can be seen before it quickly darts away. There is now very little doubt in Frank's mind that the cemetery is just as haunted as people say, and as he's heading back towards the exit, he sees what might be the scariest thing yet.
Alright, I made it back to the other area. I don't feel safe going the other route. I'm gonna see if I could just come to this area here. If you guys recognize it, that's the... I just heard something up here. I don't even know what the hell I just heard. It was right over here. It sounded like something fell or something. What the hell is that? That's the tomb. Hola? What the? I legit just saw something staring at me right there from the tomb. Hola?
So, what do you think is happening here? Did Ghost Hunter Franco TV capture paranormal evidence on camera? And could this be one of the ghosts that is said to haunt the cemetery? Drop a comment below with what you're thinking. This next entry in this week's compilation comes from a user named MINDJUNKIE. Eunice regularly uploads videos of herself dancing to her favourite music, but recently a video she uploaded which was slightly different to her usual content blew up and caught people's attention due to how creepy it is. What should have been a fun video quickly turned into something much more sinister when Eunice's eagle-eyed viewers noticed something behind her. Watch closely. For a split second after the lights turn on, the face of someone or something can be seen peeking out behind Eunice. Then the lights go out, and when they turn back on a second later, there's no face. After uploading this video to TikTok, it quickly gained traction just by how creepy it is. In fact, the video has gained over 100 million views, with thousands upon thousands of people commenting that this video creeped the heck out of them. And whether it's real or not, well, I'm sure we can all agree, it's pretty darn creepy. It's 3 in the morning, and the uploader of the following clip, Lante, has just been woken up by his dog Merlin, who is acting rather strange. For some reason, Merlin keeps growling and whining at one of the bedroom doors, as if he senses something's inside. Feeling freaked out, Lante decides not to take any chances and calls the police, but it'll be some time before they reach them. While they wait for the police to arrive, Lante grabs his phone and begins to record. What he captures has left viewers terrified.
The police are on the way anyways. What is it? 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 Oh shit.
As Lante enters the bedroom, a dark figure can be seen standing inside an open closet. Terrified, he flees the room, and when he musters up the courage to go back in and check, the figure is no longer there. Now, according to Lante, this isn't the first time something scary or mysterious has occurred in his apartment, which makes him think that his home might well be haunted. And his viewers are pretty convinced that something supernatural took place that night, especially considering how the dog reacted, as if she sensed something and wanted to warn Lante of the imminent danger. But what do you think is going on here? Let me know down below. Gracie's Arts and Supper Club is a fine dining restaurant in the city of Valletta, Malta. The restaurant regularly posts their promotions, events, and new dishes to social media, like many restaurants do. However, late one night, one of the restaurant's CCTV cameras captured something which the owners can't explain. They decided to upload it to the restaurant's social media, and it quickly gained traction. Here's the footage. Captured on the restaurant's CCTV camera in the middle of the night, a translucent figure can be seen walking down the stairs before it disappears into thin air. Commenters on this video were left spooked by this clip, with many not surprised due to the history of the restaurant's location. However, some just weren't convinced, claiming that the restaurant did this as a publicity stunt. But what do you think? Ghost caught on camera? Comment below with your thoughts. This next creepy video was posted to the internet by Indonesian YouTube channel Petua Lang Matakale. I think that's how you pronounce it. Translated to English, it means Hook Adventurer. The channel is dedicated to the outdoors, and the channel owner is passionate about camping, exploring and fishing. One evening, he decides to test his luck in a remote river that winds through a dense, untouched jungle far from the nearest town. This river is rumoured to be haunted by an infamous Indonesian ghost, a kuntilanak, a malevolent spirit known in the area to stalk those who dare to disturb her waters. Visitors to the area claim to have witnessed her terrifying presence, especially when fishing after dark. Undeterred by the stories, Hokai and his friend venture into the jungle and arrive at the river under the cover of night. What they capture next is truly chilling.
Nih teman-teman ya, lokasinya seperti ini. Yang katanya masyarakat di sini, makanya masyarakat di sini jarang ada orang mancing ya Kang ya. Angker banget tempatnya teman-teman. Trek teman-teman. Tuh teman-teman.
A figure in white appears in the darkness right in front of them. It seems to just watch them for a few seconds before it fades away back into the darkness. The uploader titled this video as Real Kuntilanak Sighting While Fishing, and viewers agree. But what do you think this is? Is it a kuntilanak as the uploader and his viewers believe? Comment with your thoughts. Rosanna from France moved into a new apartment with her 2 young children back in early June, and now she believes that it is haunted by a sinister, dark entity. Several videos on her social media page show footage of creepy noises in the middle of the night and objects moving all on their own. And Rosanna says that she's even heard disembodied footsteps, as if someone or something is walking around her apartment and messing with her belongings. One night, when Rosanna is home alone, she hears the creepy noises and decides to record it. Loud noises can be heard throughout the video, but Rosanna swears that she was the only person in the apartment at the time. Then, right before her eyes, her son's scooter rolls towards her, as if some invisible force has just pushed it. Now, this isn't even the scariest thing Rosanna has captured on camera. Just a few days later, she records another video and uploads it to her social media, along with the caption, "It's demonic." By this point, Rosanna is convinced that some kind of entity is haunting her home. She says, quote, "He is mocking me outright, laughing at my fear." Getting increasingly worried for the safety of her children, Rosanna sends them to stay with their father. In this next clip, Rosanna is all alone in the apartment when she's suddenly awoken by creepy noises in the middle of the night. Whatever is causing these strange things to happen seems to be getting more intense. But what exactly is causing all this? Well, Rosanna and her viewers believe that she is being tormented by something sinister, something otherworldly. But what's your verdict? Is Rosanna being haunted by something evil? Leave a comment with your thoughts. Nicole Duff uploaded the following video after experiencing something that she and her viewers believe to be supernatural. Living in the Irish countryside, Nicole is used to hearing strange noises, but late one night, she begins to hear something which scares the living shit out of her. These sounds continued for several nights, and when Nicole mentioned it to her family and friends, they didn't take her seriously one bit. So, wanting to prove to them that her stories were true, Nicole decides to set up a camera in her bedroom, and that same night, this happens.
Did you guys hear that? Is he yawning? Right, no, I'm not doing this. Go back to bed. Go back to bed. 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 You hear me? I'm not going outside. I am not going outside.
A terrifying scream wakes Nicole from her sleep. Then a mysterious white thing passes by her upstairs bedroom window. At first, she tries to ignore it until another scream is heard. Scared, she gets up and the ominous screaming continues. She resists going outside to check and chooses to get some rest instead. However, the noises don't stop. A little while later, Nicole plucks up the courage to go and check.
Okay. I know. I'm outside. I'm trying to be extra quiet. He's all shh. Okay. Shh, just I'll be quiet because I know I shouldn't come inside. I said I was going to go inside, but I have to go inside because like what the f is it? Listen. Oh my god. I can't do this. It seemed like it was coming from the bushes over here. From what I remember. I don't know where it came from. But listen. Did you hear that? Did you? What the f? Where's that coming from? I can't see anything. Over here. Hello? My name's Nicole, if that means anything. I'm not here to hurt you or anything. I want to help you. Hello? I'm Irish. Yeah, you probably know that actually. I'm a little bit practiced. Just shh. Oh, yeah. I don't see anything. The screaming stopped. What is that? What is that? What is that? Okay,
The screams can still be heard as Nicole navigates through the darkness outside her home. Then the sounds of something can be heard close by. She calls out, hello, but she gets no reply. Then a scream echoes out, startling the already frightened Nicole. As she ventures deeper into the darkness, someone or something can be seen standing there right in front of her. And as she zooms in, whatever it is seems to be a pale figure of some sort. Realizing what she's seeing, Nicole flees in terror. After uploading this video to the internet, viewers quickly mentioned that whatever this is, making those terrifying screams that have been plaguing Nicole for months, is likely from a quote, banshee. The banshee is a legendary figure in Irish folklore, known for her eerie wail that signals an impending tragedy, often tied to specific Irish families. She appears as a mysterious woman, sometimes young and beautiful, or old and haggard, with long flowing hair and dressed in white or grey. Her haunting cry is said to be a warning of something ominous approaching. However, some argue that Nicole's encounter was all a big hoax. But what do you think? Was Nicole being haunted by a banshee, or was it all just a made-up story? You tell me. Pete and Ash, a couple from the United States, had a dream to buy a house in the scenic countryside of Michigan. Their dream came true a few years ago when they moved into a beautiful home in the middle of the woods, but their happiness was about to be interrupted. Soon after moving in, the couple began to hear strange noises in the middle of the night. Now, hearing noises coming from the wood at night is nothing to write home about. At first, Pete and Ash assumed that it must have been some kind of animal, like a coyote, but it kept happening, and there was something about those noises that just didn't seem right.
Sounds like it's in the front yard. Just... there's nothing out here. Okay.
Pete falls asleep after staying up late to watch a football game, and is woken up in the middle of the night by those same creepy sounds they'd been hearing. According to him, it sounds like whatever is making the noise is in the front yard, so he goes to investigate. But when he opens up the front door, no one's there. Feeling creeped out by the sounds they keep hearing, Pete and Ash decide to set up a trail camera. It's hard to see, but the camera picks up something moving around in the trees outside their property. Did you spot it? Watch the shadowy area on the right of the screen. Something can be seen moving amongst the trees while those same creepy sounds continue to be heard. Sometime later, Pete takes a trip up to a pond near his home when he starts to hear the creepy noises again. He hits record on his phone to capture the evidence, but accidentally captures something he did not expect. Pay close attention.
I've been hearing it more up by the pond lately. It's going today. And what was that? Did you all... What the hell was that?
As Pete's camera pans around, he suddenly spots movement in the trees around the edge of the pond, and then the mysterious sounds get much, much louder. Almost like whatever is making those noises is getting closer. And it only gets scarier from here. Soon after, the couple are awoken in the middle of the night by the same noises they keep hearing. Only this time, it sounds close. Like right outside the house close.
Oh my god, Peter.
No, just stay upstairs, okay, Ash? No, stay upstairs.
I'm scared.
It stopped.
Babe, do you see anything?
I don't know. I don't see anything.
It sounds like it's on the porch.
I know it sounded right, like it was right outside.
Are we going down?
No, just stay up there.
Please go. Do you see anything?
I don't know, it doesn't look...
Oh my god, Peter.
Okay, no, I made sure. Make sure the door was locked.
What's it? What did you...
I don't know, I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything out there. I mean... What the fuck is that?
Whatever is out there tries to open the door, but neither Pete nor Ash see anything. After that, all goes quiet. Until a few nights later, Pete and Ash are driving home through the forest when they hear the sounds again. At first, it seems like it's far away, but then it gets louder and louder until it seems like they're totally surrounded.
Dude. Did you hear that? What the fuck? Oh my god, no. That.
Ash sounds terrified as the sounds get closer to the car. Creeped out, the couple drive away as fast as they can. And yet, despite these terrifying experiences, Pete and Ash try to resume their lives as normal. In this next clip, the couple are relaxing at home when a sudden bang puts them both on edge.
Ready, can I kiss you?
Yes.
Oh, can I do one more? Sorry. Maybe just one? Okay, alright.
Why is she like this?
Did you hear that?
Yeah, what the f was that?
It sounded like it was the front door.
Again. Did you see anything?
No, there's no one out. No.
What? What? Is that the apple? Pete,
Is anyone out there? This isn't fucking funny!
Pete, don't go that far.
Come back
If I
inside.
see you, I'm gonna call the goddamn cops.
Come back inside. Come on. Seriously.
I'm tired of this.
No.
The pair go to the front door to see if there's anything outside, and they don't see anything until Pete spots an apple on the porch, which they suspect has just been thrown at the house. Understandably, he begins to feel angry and shouts out to whoever or whatever might be out there that if he sees anyone, he's going to call the police. But even after this warning, the disturbances continue. The couple set up security cameras around their home just in case anything happens, and one camera captures this. In the clip, it looks like a screen from in front of the window is forcibly yanked away by something we can't see. Now, this might not look like much, but this occurred after several other mysterious and unexplainable events happened at Pete and Ash's home, including Ash finding a door handle on the floor when neither she nor Pete had removed it. This led Pete to wonder if all this was some elaborate trick by local kids who were trying to scare them, but it seems like whatever Pete and Ash are dealing with isn't human.
Man, it really sounds like it does not like the rain. Sounds so much closer to the house than here.
After that last update, viewers are beginning to suspect that whatever is causing these disturbances is some kind of evil entity, possibly a skinwalker. Not long after this, Pete posts another update, this time showing a recording he made of the trees outside the house. Feeling freaked out by the strange occurrences that have been plaguing him for the past several months, he's not sure if his mind is playing tricks on him. Did you see it? Hovering in the trees outside Pete and Ash's home, something that looks like a face can be seen. Although Pete is starting to think he might be seeing things, many of his viewers report that they can see it too. But can you see it? By this point, Pete and Ash are feeling really frustrated and just want the noises and disturbances to stop. They're driving home late one night, a little while later, when they hear the noises again, but this time they gather up the courage to get out of the car. Perhaps they want to show whatever is out there that they're not afraid of it, but it turned out to be a big mistake. As soon as Pete and Ash step out of the car, the sounds get louder, as if the mysterious entity is getting closer to them. Eventually, it sounds like the couple are surrounded on all sides. Feeling terrified that they're about to be attacked by whatever has been haunting them all this time, they lose their nerve and run back to the relative safety of their car. In a final update, Pete and Ash are back at home when the sounds they have become so familiar with start filling the air once again. Not for the first time. It sounds like the entity is right outside their property. So Ash decides to try and catch whatever it is on camera. She turns out the lights and points her camera towards a window. What she captures is truly spine-chilling.
What, man? What's going on? I hear something out there. I'm just gonna see. Hold on.
Stay away from the windows.
What is...
What the fuck is that?
This goes beyond anything Pete and Ash captured before. Whatever this is does not look human, and it seems likely that it's what has been causing the terrifying noises and disturbances that have been making Pete and Ash's lives a living hell since they moved into their forest home. But what do you think it is? Is it a skinwalker, as commenters on TikTok suggest, or something else entirely? You tell me. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you're a fan of scary content, make sure you check out either of these two videos here. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe so you'll never miss any of our weekly uploads. See you next time.